no. He ain't looking for nothing in between. If it's not a yes, if it's not a guarantee, okay, we are going this now, give us a couple of days to adjust the account. If they say things like, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to carry out these duties, or sorry, but we're going to need this, that's enough. Wait.
I turned 18 in a few months. How long do I have to
You got some people here that's older than that, you know. I ain't gonna say you got all day, but I'm saying like you got until you're 25 before the state council is dead. So from 18 to 25, for those don't know, since the K-By Act 1666, since the K-By Act 1666, I believe it's part 2, it's only 3 paragraphs. It talks about when you turn 18 years old, if you don't come forth to claim any accounts, you will be classified as naturally dead. Yeah, that's what the waiver process is.
It's not 18.
Well, it's for each individual account. It ain't like one master account. A lot of people think that is like, I can go to the treasury and claim my account and then I don't gotta do no. They go off of each individual account. So let's say I'm 18, you hop into a phone bill account or you got a car. Now that he's 18, he can come forth as the executor for the name. Exactly. All right. So wave 1, tender. Right? I need everybody to kind of understand and kind of say it to yourself. You ain't got to say it out loud, but understand each document for each wave and its purpose. Don't just try to copy and paste. Not gonna get results like that. Man. A lot of people been following me for years. They've been trying to copy and paste their way to results and still don't have results. All right. So wave 1 is called our what? Offer. All right. That's us tendering the obligation. All right, from the bank. So John Rosenthal, how much was his offer? $5 million. How many days did he give him? 10 business days. All right. So let's say they respond to him, say, hey, John, this is Chase. Unfortunately, we do not operate this wave form of fashion. Unfortunately, we need to see X, Y, Z. All right. What did they just do to John? Rejected him, right? Did they send him his packet back? Did they send him his $5 million? How much is John out of? So you see how mad John is now, right? Now some people don't understand that.
Good thing I know the first part.
All right, some people look at it like, man, I'm from Blossom Wells. Y'all know how rich we are? Well, you can just go give $5 million and then say, oh, I'm trying somewhere else. $5 million here, oh, I'm trying somewhere else. $10 million here. How many times you applied for a car, got denied, you went to another dealership? You just giving money out. Remember I told you the application, they do what with it?
Sell it to the Federal Reserve.
Well, I've never went like that far back. I mean, but I ain't gonna tell you no. There's no statute of limitations when it comes to fraud. So you gotta create the fraud situation. You gotta come back and let them know, hey, it was an account that I was in 3 years ago. It got closed, but I was never given my interest. It's almost like living out of an apartment. You know, you get your secured, your down payment back. Your secured, it's the same way, fam, because if they cut your account, why did they pay you out? It's like a buyout. Y'all see when the player get bought out on the basketball team, they cut him something before they close his contract out. It's the same thing with this. If they close you out, that's when you can say, okay, since you closed me, give me all the interest that's owed to me. Watch how fast they open it back up. Yeah, the banks. Yeah, I would reach out to the bank and start my litigation process there because they're gonna say no, but you gotta show them that you have, you know, understanding of litigation to be able to withstand their no. They're gonna tell you no, but as long as you show them that you got an enforcement process, now they gotta bring their attorneys out. That costs money. All right, now they gotta look at your situation more clearly. And again, a lot of people's out here making it hard for people because they're just running into court saying they stole my money. They get labeled as sovereign citizen. My version of sovereign citizen, anybody that don't know the process, how they should. All right, that's my version of it. Nah, I wouldn't. You're gonna kill yourself trying to do that. Yeah, just create it as you go. That's one thing I've learned. Don't even try to worry about how much is in this account because the question is what you're gonna do with it. You can't just say, okay, I'm about to take 100 billion of it and it's already, you know what I'm saying? Like you can just go create as you go. That's one thing I love about the United States. You can literally go into a bank and create foreigners can literally come over here and create because they get EIN numbers. As long as they do it correctly, it's nothing to hate on that. You see what I'm saying? Because if you go to another country and get an EIN number to do business, it don't take long to get funded, y'all. But you got people that's been living here for a long time that don't understand nothing about banking. All they do know about is applying to jobs, working, pay bills, and that's it. They pass it down. All right. So what's wave one? What do we call it?
Offer.
Offer. Okay. Wave one is offer. Tender. Affidavit of truth. All right. Affidavit of claims and security interest. We got the conditional acceptance. What else am I missing? Claims security. Oh, we got that. A lot of people ask me, are we going to fill out an application? No. All right. For new acquisitions, we are not filling out applications. All right, y'all know what we're doing? We're sending a private tender packet directly to the financial institution. We are bosses, family. Okay? A lot of y'all don't know how wealthy y'all are. You gotta move like it. We're not walking into dealerships saying, I want that car. Why are you letting them see your face? All right? That's why they got internet. You can't go home, sit down, and look at what kind of car you got. You gotta go let these people see your face and try to say this information. Come on, y'all, this is private process. This is not public. Don't y'all think if somebody was doing this, they would have it on camera where they just going to get caught? Why y'all think y'all don't see that? It ain't real. It don't happen that fast. I'm trying to let y'all know. Anybody y'all say, oh, I got my car in, trust me, they gonna lose their car if they don't do their performance. Okay? Go ahead. Purchase agreement. Okay. So let's say we're doing the house, we're talking about car. No matter. All right, say you want to land. First thing you want to do, a lot of people ask, well, how that's not a tangible asset. Well, let's go create it. Because now we can do what? We can go to the bank and say, hey, there's some land I'm looking over there. I see it's for sale for X amount of dollars. Is there any possibility I get a loan for that? What y'all think the bank's gonna say? Yeah, we'll try. No, they ain't gonna say no. They'll say, yeah, we can try. We can.
No building on it. I heard that the women don't land just on land.
Well, what state you're in? It's different state by state. It's different. Yeah, it's different. It might be different. Don't quote me on that because you might be right where you're at. All right, but meaning we gotta kind of create something there. Meaning, okay, I got plans to build. I got plans to, now I come into the bank with a full plan. I plan on building this, I plan on doing this, so I'm gonna need the land, I'm gonna need the construction, I'm gonna need about 10 million. Here's my package. All right, and I'm gonna submit it. What y'all think that person gonna say? They're gonna say, well, we can submit it to our underwriters. That's what we want. Cause now we what? We in the door. Now what they gonna tell us? Sorry, we can't do this. All right, now how much they owe me? 10 million if I go all the way. I don't want y'all to think it's just so easy. Like, I'm gonna go get denied for 100 million. Now I'm about to go sue them and they're gonna owe me 100 million. All right, that's why I literally teach this process, because it's like a lot of things I can't teach because a lot of things I'm not gonna go through what you went through. All right, what I go through in my state might be different from your state. You might get a judge that's rocking with you at first, and then throw you a curveball at the end. Me, you feel like they was on your side. I feel like that plenty of times in court. I feel like I'm saying good, I'm telling my side, the judges, and then the judge say, well, no, I don't think you're reading that right. You literally poke a hole in all of your whole process. All right, it might be a little different, but I'm not saying, not all the way, but it may be different. You might talk to an attorney that's a little bit more aggressive, that's not aggressive. So a lot of people looking for templates. Templates don't work if you don't understand how to articulate what a negotiable instrument is. Because that judge, for one thing, is gonna ask you, where is the money coming from? All right, how is that money? If you don't explain how it's a negotiable instrument and tie in the UCCs, because tying in the UCCs now brings in the UCC 1, your financial statement. So let's say I do the land, right? I get the coordinates, the longitude and latitude. All right, I go to the bank, let them know this is where I need it to be. They say no, right? Guess what I'm gonna do a UCC 1 in? The longitude and latitude. All right, because didn't they create me an account when I go get denied? When they say, oh, we're gonna ask our underwriters. When they say no, don't that document have a reference number? You see what I'm saying? Because one thing about banks, they have to be record keepers. They have to hold records of everything. All right, so the reference number, I'm gonna use the reference number on the UCC1. All right, who y'all think I'm gonna put as the debtor? I mean, as the secured party. Whatever name I was using to get the land with. Who y'all think I'm gonna put as the debtor?
The bank.
The bank. How much y'all think I'm gonna put down? 10 million. And not only that, 10 million minimum in all the proceeds that are created from that secured document. Because you gotta remember, when they take it to who? Federal Reserve. All right, remember they always have secondary market activity going on. All right, a lot of people don't understand that. All right, they're literally making trades, which is good. A lot of people don't understand about fractional banking. A lot of people are mad about that.
You get 10 times.
Yeah, but that's good. That's your borrower making money. You see what I'm saying? Because if your borrower making money, you don't think you have nothing to do. All right, that's where we go wrong at, because we think the banks are the creditors and they're not. Right?
Would you like to roughly process for if I get a driver's license to switch over to driving
Well, another conversation. I got a driver license. I got 2 travel licenses. I got an international driver license. It's all about different capacities, right? Because you might go to a car rental place and they don't accept just your passport. You know, they might say, hey, we need some type of license to see for you to get this car. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, yeah, because a lot of people say, well, you got it, means you're still in the system. That's not necessarily, because that's a contract with the state, DMV. You gotta remember, isn't that a contract? Remember, every single contract has what to it? Interest. Interest. Always remember that, y'all. We are in a world of interest. All right, what is your best interest? All right, go ahead. Oh yeah, my bad. I would ask they purchase pretty much. But go ahead.
What's going on with the house off the market?
They'll still show it. Yeah, for sure. I got clients, we literally send our whole packet in, they'll look up and say, oh my gosh, that's sold. Is that me? Is that me? I'm like, nah, that ain't you. They're trying to act like it's off the market, so you go find another home. They'll do that all the time. Take it off the market and put it back on the market. Take it off the market, put it back on the market. Now, if I send my tender packet in, right, didn't I just give them payment for the house? So why are you showing it to somebody else? That's fraud. But if you don't know you gave them money, what you gonna do? Oh, damn, somebody else bought it. Let me go find me another house. All right, a lot of people do that. If you send your tender packet in and that house is on the market, guess what? You already gave them the money. Now, if they don't give you your payment back, which they don't, do they give you your documents back? And you can't give me my documents back how I gave them, because I gave it to you for the intent to transfer this into what? Interest, credit. So if you don't do that, what did you just do? You just went against instructions. You just mismanaged my authority. You just mismanaged my security. All right? It doesn't have nothing to do with the seller. A lot of times the seller try to come in and say, what's going on? They don't care. They just care they get paid. They're supposed to get paid. It's the bank that's supposed to pay them. A lot of people think we Xing out the seller or Xing out the homeowner. Like, no. As soon as that homeowner chooses to put their home on the market with the agent, all right, in comes Truth in Lending Act. All right, a lot of people don't know what that is. Write that down, Truth in Lending Act. All right, because if you put your house on the market for consumers to purchase, all right, now this house falls up on the Truth in Lending Act, UCCs. All right, so now if a consumer comes forward and say, hey, I like your house, I have a negotiable instrument for you. Here you go. And you tell me, no, guess what that is? Discrimination. All right, I can say, what, you're not selling your house because I'm short? You know, I can just make anything up. I'm just saying, that's discrimination, because why aren't you selling your house? I can start just making up stuff. All right, are you not selling because my skin complexion? You know, of course they're gonna be like, no, it's not that, it's not that. It's just what? We don't take this form of payment. That's what they're gonna say, right? That's what they're gonna say, y'all. And which is gonna make us do what? Get into our next wave. Our next wave is wave 2. We call it opportunity to cure. All right, write that down. Opportunity to cure. All right, so what's first wave called?
Offer.
All right. Now, opportunity to cure. You gotta hear the verbiage. We're giving them an opportunity to cure the damages. I'm giving you a chance. All right, I know you hurt me. Let me give you a chance to make it right. All right, I ain't gonna tell on you just yet. All right, let's make it right here, and we don't have to escalate this situation. All right, opportunity to cure. It's really like 3 documents. All right, one of the documents is your opportunity to cure. All right, another document is affidavit of non-response. Now, they didn't respond how you liked it. They respond how I liked it. See what I'm saying? You gotta remember, if you give your mom a certain answer she don't like, she ain't hearing that. So that's how we gotta do it. Yeah, they gave us an answer, but it didn't qualify or it wasn't efficient for what we needed to basically move forward. So I can say this is a non-response because it lacks subject matter at hand. See, I can bring it up. Because if I say, can I get my accountant to my bank account, and then you tell me how the weather's gonna be tomorrow, you see what I'm saying? Y'all laughing, but you gotta think about it like that. If you ask about your accounts, and they send you something that ain't got nothing to do with your account. So you're a military, you're a sovereign citizen, they ain't got nothing to do with you claiming your account. All right, so again, wave 1 is our offer. Wave 2 are opportunity to cure. One of the documents are opportunity to cure, basically letting them know, hey, you have 7 business days to go over the wave 1 that we sent. All right, we're gonna label the wave 1 document that we sent to reiterate so we can let them know, hey, I sent the tender, I sent the affidavit of claim security interest, I sent the affidavit of truth. Okay, so that's 2 documents in wave 2, not really much. All right, how many days are we giving them? 7 days. How many days has it been in all for John? 17. Remember, wave 1, 10. Wave 2, 7. Are we still within inside the 30 days for the next bill to come? Yeah. All right, so watch it. Okay, so wave 2. Now, most times companies don't say anything to wave 2, they ignore it. All right, or you might get the same letter, hey, we told you before, we don't accept this form of payment. All right, after that, where do we send it? Wave 3. Okay, wave 3 is our enforcement packet. What's wave 1?
Offer.
What's wave 2?
Opportunity to cure.
What's wave 3?
Enforcement package.
Enforcement, if y'all can remember that, all right, each wave has a series of documents. All right, wave 3, a very important document is a notice of intent to litigate. All right, now what does that sound like? Sound like we're giving them a warning, but doesn't that sound like we're still giving them a chance? Meaning we're still operating in good faith. Notice of intent to litigate. In there, it's basically gonna say, hey, if you keep on damaging me, all right, it's gonna leave me no choice but to escalate this to a public record. All right, it makes sense. You see how we're giving them chance after chance. It's not really even giving them a chance. It's really so we can show the court that we did our due diligence. So by the time we get to the judge, they can't say, hey, you need to seek legal advice. This ain't right. Or I really document every single thing. Okay, notice of claims of notice of intent to litigate. All right, we also got a UCC preparation. All right, notice of a UCC 1 preparation. That's basically saying, hey, we are about to do a UCC 1 on this account. All right? So are we doing anything coming from the side door or the back door? What I mean by that is we ain't doing nothing hidden. We coming through the front door. All right? As a man, I'm coming as a gentleman. Knocking on the door 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. After that shit, I can keep knocking. I don't want to seem like I'm thirsty. All right, so after that, I'm knocking, boom, boom, boom. That's my wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. After that, okay, I need to go to court. I need to go sue. All right, a lot of people knock 3 times and keep knocking. That's why no one taking y'all serious. All right, wave 3, again, notice of intent to litigate. Document, again, is just basically letting them know I will be escalating this to a public record. Basically, just means I will be suing. All right, also got another document, preparation of the UCC 1, letting them know I will be filing the UCC 1 on the collateral. Now see how we doing everything. The reason we call it private because who are the 2 parties?
You and the
John
bank.
and Chase. Has the courts came involved yet? That's why it's private, y'all. Okay? Anytime the courts get involved, it becomes what?
Public.
Public. Because now we know John's address. Now we know exactly what's going on. Now it's like a TV show. Anybody go in there and watch, oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying? It's public. Now when it's private, we want to handle things private, but if we exhaust all resources in the private, what happens next?
Moving to the public.
Gotta go to the public. This is what a lot of people say, don't go to the public. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know now, not listen to them at all, okay? When you understand the purpose of a public administrative process, that's the evidence. Which I think my exhibit A is going to be when I file my verified complaint. My wave 1. All right, my wave 1 is going to be my exhibit A. It's going to say, Your Honor, my wave 1 is has a tender payment, has affidavit of truth, authorizing me to do this. All right, affidavit claims security interest, claiming the security interest that was given, which was how much? $5 million. Okay, you see how we got to do all our work early before we even think about going to court, before we even think about licking our chops, saying I'm about to give me a $5 million house. There's work to do. All right, so what's wave 1? Wave 2.
Opportunity to
Wave
cure.
3.
Enforcement package.
Y'all can understand it's like 3 waves. All right, private. Any questions about that before I move to the next?
The collateral you mentioned, is that the house or car, or is that?
Now the collateral is the contract, yeah, the account number. A lot of people don't understand that. The account is what controls the house. All right? Because if I don't claim the account, can I claim the house? Can I claim the house and not claim the account? No. Okay? We claiming accounts. We're not worried about the house. We're not worried about the car. Because when we can focus on the account, now we become account masters, if that makes sense. All right? Because you're not looking at the toy. You're not looking at the gold. You're looking at, okay, the account. As long as I focus on the account and show that I have ownership and I can control the security interest, they don't have a leg to stand on. Do y'all understand why banks are able to foreclose on homes or repo on cars? It's because they go forth and say, we have a security interest in the asset. Anybody's ever been foreclosed or